Hey guys, today we are going to do a quick beginner intermediate level practice. We have the options for arm balances, and we'll also have a few more variations within our typical poses and sequences. We're going to jump right into it, so if you have a couple blocks, feel free to grab them, but it's not completely necessary. Let's start. We'll begin at the top of our mat, big toes touching. If you're modifying for pregnancy, just remember to keep your feet apart. So I'm going to be keeping my feet apart to demonstrate, but by all means, you don't have to. So in forward folds and standing forward folds, I'll be keeping my feet apart, but you feel free to keep your feet together. So top of the mat, we're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutation A, connecting each round so that we can really warm up. We'll begin. Inhale the arms up, look up at the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. You can bend your knees, hands to the mat, nose towards the shin bones. Inhale for a halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, chaturanga, step, hop, or float back, lower down halfway. Inhale for cobra or up dog, arch the back, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. We'll be here for 5 breaths. Anything you want to do in this downward facing dog is great. You can pedal out the feet, bending one knee and then the other, drawing the opposite heel down. 4 more breaths. You can also hold down the center, push the mat away, lower belly in and up. 3 more breaths. Long, slow inhales, full, complete exhales. 2 more breaths. And wrap the triceps. Push into the L's of the hands. Last breath. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop up for a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat, nose to the shin bones. Inhale, halfway lift, widen the collarbone, lengthen the spine. Exhale, chaturanga, step, hop, or float down, lower down halfway. Inhale, cobra or up dog. I'm in up dog, widen the collarbones. Exhale, downward facing dog for 5. Continue to move around if you feel like it. You can always shift the weight to the right foot and step on the right heel with the left toes and vice versa. 4 more breaths. You can also feel free to take a downward dog split, lifting one leg up, bending the knee, opening the hip, but making sure that your shoulders are still balanced. 3 more breaths. Also feel free to find a nice, easy, downward facing dog holding down the center. 2 more breaths. Last full deep breath. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop up for a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. Last round. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat, nose to shin bones. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, back bend your butt. Exhale, chaturanga, step, hop, or float back, lower down halfway. Inhale, cobra or up dog, arch the back, widen the collarbones. Exhale, downward facing. If you want to use this time to take a break, rest in child's pose, feel free. If you want to use this time to start working dolphin or an inversion, also go for it. We'll be doing dolphin in the next round. 3 more breaths. Long, slow inhales, full, complete exhales for 2 more. Activate Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha, last breath. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop up for a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, butt down, arms up, sun B. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat, nose to shin bones. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga, step hop or float back, lower down halfway, elbows point straight back. Inhale, cobra or up dog, active legs. Exhale, downward facing. Warrior one, right foot forward, back heel down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chaturanga. Plant the hands, step it back, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Left foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant the hands, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths. Index fingers parallel. Pushing into the L's of the hands and gripping with the finger pads. Wrap the triceps so that if you were to bend the elbows, they would bend straight back and not wide. 3 more breaths. Pull the lower belly and belly button in and up. Ribs together for 2. Sitting bones up high, reach the heels down low. Last breath. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop up, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, butt down, arms up, and we're going to hold it here. You're welcome to stay in chair pose, or we're going to work towards crow. Lift the heels, pull the belly in flat, and hold, or crow pose. Plant the hands. You can walk the feet back a little bit. You want to give yourself room to shift the weight onto the hands. Lift the butt up off of the heels, shift the shoulders forward, reach the heart forward, and take the weight off of the toes for 5. Wrap the triceps, pull the belly in, push the mat away for 4. Keep breathing. If you come out of it, just come back in for 3. If you're in chair pose, get that butt low and the heels up high for 2. Then step or hop back and come into chaturanga. I'm going to step back because I'm modifying. Take your flow. Plant the hands, step, hop, or float back, and lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Great job. Adding on a little bit, warrior one, right foot forward, step it up. Bring the back heel down, 45-degree angle. Inhale, arms up. Breathe. Interlace the hands behind your back for a shoulder stretch. Pull the fists down, lift the chest, and bow forward. Humble warrior. Right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. Be sure to bring the right hip and butt cheek back and left hip forward. 1 more breath. Inhale, come up, hold your hands where they are. Warrior 3. Shift the weight forward, balance on the right leg, float your left leg up. Left toes, knee, and hip point down. Pull the belly in for 2. Half-moon pose. Release the hands, right hand down, left arm up. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips. This is a great time to use a block under your right hand. You can hold here or bend your back leg, catch it with your hand. For 3. Pull the belly in, reach the crown of the head forward for 2. Firm up the right quad for 1. Release the top foot if you have it. Warrior 2. Bend your right knee a little bit. Reach the left toes far back. Land the heel. Inhale the arms up and open. Reverse warrior. Left arm down, right arm up and over. Vinyasa flow. Cartwheel the arms down, step the front foot back, lower down halfway. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Great job. 2 more breaths. Left foot forward, warrior 1, step it up. Back heel down at a 45-degree angle, inhale the arms up. Long, slow inhales, full, complete exhales. Reach through the pinky edge of your back foot, pull the belly in. Interlace the hands behind your back, pull the fist down, lift the chest, humble warrior, forward fold. Left shoulder to the inside of the left knee, and left hip back, right hip forward. 2 more breaths, pull the belly in. Inhale, come up slowly. Warrior 3, keeping your arms like this. Shift the weight forward, float the back leg up. Pull the belly in, point really hard through the right big toe. Right toe, knee, and hip point down for 2. Belly in and up. Strong left leg for 1. Left arm down, right arm up. Halfmoon pose. Stack the shoulders, stack the hips. Reach the right heel back and the crown of the head forward for 3. Feel free to bend your top leg, catch it with your hand, and keep breathing for 2. 1 more full deep breath, strong left leg. Release your top leg if you're holding on to it. Warrior 2, gently bend the left knee, land the right toes back. Inhale the arms into a T. Sitting bones move down and forward, breathe. Reverse warrior, right arm down, left arm up and over. Chaturanga, plant the hands, step the front foot back, lower down halfway. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Dolphin pose or inversion practice. For dolphin pose, lower the knees. If you're doing an inversion, go right into it. We're going to measure our arms by grabbing opposite elbows. Then clasp your hands like you're coming into a forearm plank. You can also bring the hands down flat, any way that feels most comfortable for you. Tuck the toes, lift the knees and the hips, and hold here, pulling the lower belly and belly button in, pubic bone to belly button. Push the mat away, heart towards the legs. And if you're coming into an inversion or want to make it a little more difficult in your dolphin, lift your right leg up. 3 more breaths. Feel free to hold or experiment. Last 2 inhales, full, complete exhales. And whenever you're ready, start to come back down for downward facing dog or grab a quick break in child's pose. 3 breaths. If you want to keep working your inversion, feel free. For 2. We'll all come into downward facing dog if you're not there. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop up, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, butt down, arms up. Standing, hands to heart center. Balancing poses. Okay, we're going to connect each round or each pose here. We'll start with standing hand to foot. Left hand on your hip, right knee to chest. You can hold it right here, but if you can grab the outer edge of your right foot, extend. Pull the lower belly in. Ribs together, push down on the base of the big left toe. Leg out to the side. You can counterbalance by extending the left arm. Firm up left quad. One more breath. If you're feeling more flexible, you can always bring the right leg up higher and grab it with the left hand. Last breath. Bring the right leg out through the center. Figure 4, right ankle over the left knee. Sit back in a little chair, hands to your heart. Breathe. Feel free to hold it here, working your flexibility and your balance, or you can take it a little bit further. Bring the hands down in a figure 4 forward fold. Feel free to use the blocks under the hands here and straighten the leg as much as you want. If you're working towards an arm balance, plant the hands. Connect or wrap the right foot around the left tricep and the right knee into the right tricep. Make a strong right foot and leg. Then just like crow, transfer the weight onto the hands, and maybe at first you just bring the heel up and down. If you're more proficient, come into the pose, extend the leg out for 3. Take any variations you want for 2, and slowly come back. Into your figure 4, pull the belly in, hands to heart center, inhale all the way up. Extend right leg out and hold for 3. Firm up the quad, pull the belly in for 2. And lower down, shifting the weight for standing hand to knee or hand to foot. Left knee up. Right hand to your hip. Hold the left knee from the outer edge or grab the left foot from the outer edge and extend. Push down on the base of the right big toe. From here, you can hold or right leg out to the side. Sorry, left leg out to the side. Feel free to counterbalance by extending the right arm out into a T. And if you're feeling more flexible, bring the left leg up, grab it with the right. 2 more breaths. Slowly start to bring the left leg towards the center. Figure 4, right ankle over the left knee, sit back in a chair. You're welcome to stay here working on your balance and flexibility, or bring the hands down for forward fold, figure 4 forward fold. Feel free to use the hands under the blocks or the blocks under the hands, and you can straighten the leg and deepen in your forward fold as much as you want to. If you want to come into your arm balance, go for it. Wrap the left ankle around the right tricep, and the left knee comes to the left tricep. Shift the weight forward to take the weight off of the right heel. You can bring heel towards the butt and down, or extend the leg for 3. Pull the belly in for 2. Last full deep breath. We'll come back into our figure 4. Hands to heart center. Inhale all the way up. Extend the left leg and hold for 3. Firm up the quad, belly in for 2. Malasana squat. Step the feet wide. Lower the hips down. Use your elbows to push the knees out. Bring the weight to the outer edge of the foot. Don't let the foot come in. You're more than welcome to lift the heels. We'll be here for 5. Long, slow, deep breaths for 4. Feel free to open the arms out or even shift weight side to side for 3. anything you want to do here. 2 more long, slow, deep breaths. Lift the chest, drop the hips down low. Last one. Step or hop back, chaturanga, move through your flow. Lower down halfway. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hop onto your butts for butterfly pose. Bottoms of the feet together, knees out to the side. Lift and lower the legs a few times. Then we'll stop our knee movement, draw the knees down, inhale, lift the chest and hinge forward at the hips, not rounding at the waist. Widen the collarbones. Breathe deeply for 3. Long, slow, deep breaths for 2. You can use your hands to help the knees down a little bit. And 1. Inhale, come up. Okay. If you have blocks, this is a great time to use your blocks. If you don't, totally fine. We're going to do 3 rounds of boat pose and pick it all up. Pick it all up means this. Okay? You have a few options. If you don't have blocks, that's totally fine. You could still pick it all up. You can also keep the heels down, lift the hips. Cool? We're doing 3 rounds. Boat pose. Bring the feet out, grab behind the knees and float the legs at 90 degrees or at 45. You can use your hands behind the knees or extend the arms out. Heart up, legs to the chest, and chest to the legs for 3. Long, slow, deep breaths for 2. Remember, you can extend the arms if you want to. For 1, cross at the ankles, plant the hands, pick it all up. Down, boat pose for 5. Belly in, heart up for 4. Breathe deeply for 3. Heart to the legs, legs to the chest for 2. Last full deep breath, pick it all up. Cross at the ankles, plant the hands, up. Last round for 5. If you need to modify, bend the knees if you need to for 4. Keep it going, we're almost there. Long breaths for 3. Nice, easy mindset for 2. 1 more breath, pick it all up. Cross at the ankles, plant the hands, up and down. Great job. Plow pose. Move your blocks out of the way. You can always take assisted bridge pose instead of plow. Plow is where we lift the legs up and over. You can bring your feet together. Mine will be apart. If you're not interested in that, bridge pose or assisted bridge pose. When you're in plow, you want to remember to look straight up at the legs or at the ceiling to protect your neck. Assisted bridge pose, bring a block under the butt and lift the legs up. It's going to be really nice and relaxing. Whatever variation you choose, breathe for 3. Long, slow, deep breaths. Shoulder stand, or you can stay here in shoulder stand. The legs come straight up. You can use your hands to support your lower back. And from here, take any variations that you know of. Ear pressure pose, lotus position, or if you're done, just come down. Breathe. 3 more breaths. For 2. Slowly lower down bit by bit. And you're either going to take another bridge pose, unsupported bridge pose, or wheel. In bridge pose, arms by your side, palms down, heels close to the butt. Inhale, lift the hips, pelvic bones to your face. In wheel pose, plant the hands behind the shoulders, fingertips point down to the feet, elbows point straight up. Inhale, come up for 5. Hold whichever pose you want, breathing deeply for 4. If you're in wheel pose, work to straighten the legs, reach the heart towards the wall behind you for 3. Any variations that you would like for 2. Deepen at your own pace. You can always hold for an extra little bit or come back down. Happy baby pose. Grab the outer edges of the feet, soles of the feet point up, rock side to side. When you rock to the left, you can extend the left leg, bend the right, and vice versa. You can also hold down the center, extend both legs out, reach the toes towards the floor. Hold your legs from the inner thigh, inner calf, or even ankle. Bring the knees together, hug them in tight. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, release out into Shavasana for 2 minutes, about 2 minutes. Use this time to play a meditation or to work your Ujjayi breath. You can also use this time to do nothing at all. Spend as much time in Shavasana as you would like. If you're ready to come out, we'll start to move our fingers and our toes, bringing our awareness back into the space. Reach your arms overhead, point your toes down, and we'll roll into a little fetal position on any side, tucking the knees into the chest and resting on our bottom arm. Use this time to tell yourself something kind and honor the energy you're putting into your yoga practice. When you're ready, we'll push into a seated position, facing forward, legs gently crossed in front of the body. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bow forward, and we'll end our class with Namaste. Thanks for joining me for class.